I'm Andrew Phillips. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you quick and easy how you can check and test the heat elements on your hot water heater. Let's go ahead and get started. All that you'll need is a multimeter that can read ohms, a flathead screwdriver, and a Phillips screwdriver. Slide the panel out. You have this insulation that'll come out as well. Set that off to the side. Then you have this other piece of insulation that's tucked in. We'll pull that out of the way. Now accessing everything that we need here on the top one. Let me get a close-up so you can see what's in here, and then we'll move on to the bottom. I'm going to remove this cover. We have our upper thermostat up here, and then if we pull this out of the way, there's our upper element. So we'll just pull this out. And here's all of our connections here. This lower piece, this is our upper heating element. And then we have our upper thermostat right here. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to test voltage just to make sure. I know we shut it off the breaker box, but it's always important to just make sure before you, because this is high voltage stuff here. So I'm going to go ahead and test these. We'll take our multimeter. We'll turn it to 250 AC. And we're going to test it. I'm going to show you what it looks like before we shut the power off, so that way you can see the difference, obviously, when it's off and no reading. The power coming into your hot water heater are these two top screws right here. So that's what we're going to be testing. So we have it on 250. We're going to put it on these two screws. And you can see it's showing 248, 249 because it's a 240 volt. So obviously that's on right now. So let's shut the breaker off and I'll show you how it should be looking. So you want to look for water heater. You can see right here we have the WH. So we'll take this one. This is a double one here. Switch it off like that. So that way we know that there's no power getting to it. All right, so now the power is off. So here's how it should look. With no power coming into it. No power coming into it, you can see it's zero. That's how you want it to look. That's how you know that the power is off. Now that we've confirmed that the power is definitely off, the next thing we want to do, this is the back of our upper heating element. We're going to remove these two wires so we can properly test it with the ohm setting on our multimeter. If this one checks out fine, then we'll move on to the lower one. If this one checks out bad, then we know this is our problem. Set that off to the side. Set that off to the side. Next, we're going to take our multimeter. We're going to bring it all the way down. Here's the ohm section. We're going to go down to 200 all the way down here. There we go. And now we're going to test the heating element by touching the two screws here on the back. So what we're going to be looking for is we're looking for a reading between 12 to about 25 ohms. That's usually the range that you want to be in for one of these heating elements. If it's higher than that, I mean, technically you could go up to around 30 ohms, but if it's higher than 30 or lesser than 12, then there's an issue. So let's take this, connect here on the back. All right, so this one here looks good. This is 14.3 ohms, so our upper heating element looks fine. Let's move on to the bottom one and check that one. That's probably our issue. Same thing, pull that one out. Insulation comes out with it. Pull this out. And this one has one of these caps on it as well. So we need to pop this off and then we'll be able to get everything in there. This is our lower heating element. So just as we did on the top, we're going to unscrew this so we can remove the wires so we can get a clear reading on the ohms. that out. Set that off. Move that one out. And let me get a close-up with the ohms. The multimeter set the ohms and see what it looks like. That. And you can see nothing. So that's our problem, this lower one. All right, well that wraps up this video on how to test the heat elements on your hot water heater. Quick video, just wanted to put it out there, save you hopefully the time of buying a replacement part that you don't need. So I hope that this video was informative for you, helped you out with anything that you're working on. If you want to see another video I did where I actually show how to replace the heat elements on a hot water heater, you can check that out via the link above. I'll also have it down in the description. But please send me any questions and comments. I would love to hear from you. And as always, I appreciate all the support. So please like the video, subscribe to this channel. I'll see you next time.